I think that it's a wonderful organization that looks to pluralism as a way of life. That is, that we should be accepting of all people, regardless of your religion or your race or your creed. And I've watched the different things that the movement has done here, or the people involved in the movement, and how they conduct themselves. So I think it's a wonderful thing. I think it's what we should all be aware of and adhere to, and being open and accepting of other people's ideas, of communicating with people so that we share each other's thoughts and make this a better world. And you do that by communication. And that's what Intercultural Dialog does here, people who follow the Gulen Movement. And so I see it as a very positive thing for world peace. Anyone who adheres to the Gulen Movement in the sense of wanting to be open and transparent and be accepting and have a pluralistic point of view of other peoples should not despair. If someone wants to try to put them down or restrict their movements or their way of life, that's the time that you say, no, I will not let you take advantage and try to make this a restrictive society. Turkey is a wonderful country, and it should be seen as such. And anyone who stops that you should resist. It could come with some grievous results, I'm afraid, because politics can be what they are, and I wouldn't want someone to lose their life over this. But there is a point in time where you have to stand up and be counted and say, I believe in what I believe in. And I think the Gulen Movement's a perfectly fine, accepting movement, and there's no reason that it shouldn't be accepted there in the very birthplace of it all. Probably it has more acceptance here in North America than it does back in Turkey, which is ironic, but more reason not to give up the idea that Turkey someday will be very open to everyone. I've watched and admired and been very happy to be a part of as little I could do to make a difference in the creation of all of the good works here in Edmonton, and watched how it spread beyond Edmonton in becoming a wonderful movement that other people have now become aware of. And it takes baby steps to be able to walk, and then pretty soon you'll run with this idea. But this world's an ever-changing place, and that's the only constant theme that we have is change. So don't despair that there is a future for the Gulen Movement. Always will be, certainly here in North America. And maybe the movement has to leave Turkey to go back to be reinvented back in Turkey, because Turkey won't be the way it is now forever. It's going to change too, with a different government, with a different way of life. And I think as we go through the catharsis of the ISIS movements and all the other travails that are occurring in Iraq and Syria right now, Gulen Movement would be a good, solid platform to stand on, particularly for Turkey, to make a big difference and bring peace to the Middle East.